Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. You might want to get a cuppa or two because this might be a long one. Got a lot to share. I hope y'all are doing well. And so let's just get started. This is my September-October Fibonacci, and at the beginning of September, of course, I always do flip throughs of these if you want to check those out on my channel. But I usually do this type of spread, which is what I call a colorful hot mess. I use a lot of clip art. I use a lot of color. I color in my backgrounds. I use what are these called? Like headlines or titles. Just so you know, in case someone asks, I do my titles in Posca markers, which look like this. Okay, this is the 3M one. I also use the 5M ones. And then I outline the titles in Flair felt tip pens. The coloring I do is with Prismacolor color pencils. And then the clip art I just simply Google. This was during Irma, the storm. So that's how I usually do my pages. Now in October, I've really been wanting to simplify a bit. And so typically I've just been making a collage piece in the center and then writing around it. I'm not coloring, I'm not using headlines. I am adding in little tip-ins. So that's what I've been doing for the month of October. Things have just been so busy, and I had found myself really way behind because our summer was quite busy. And so I was just tired of being behind. So this is how I'm doing it for the month of October. Of course, I'll do a flip through at some other time. But I'm telling you, by doing my Fibonacci this way, and trust me, I love my colorful hot mess pages, and that's typically my style. That's how I like to do it. But for the month of October, the simplification of the pages really frees up time for me to work on other projects. So that's been a lot of fun. This morning in particular, I had my coffee outside. I responded to my YouTube comments. I checked my Facebook groups, all that kind of stuff. Came in at 9:30, and by, I believe, 10:30, if not sooner, I had finished my Fibonacci page and I had finished my Jot Journal page. So, or the day for my Jot Journal. So it's really been great to just sit down, write my thoughts in, and move on to the next project. So there's that. This here is my happy planner that I call a Jot Journal because I don't use it as a planner. I'm not a planner. I don't plan. But I did get this idea of doing a Jot Journal from Pramita, and I'll link her below. It's just a really fun way. This is kind of how it looks. Just a really fun way of documenting just little jots of documentation of the day. And so in October, I have, worked on my pages and such. And then I also, let's see, like back here, I pre-decorated a lot of the pages. Well, I pre-decorated all the way through the month of October. Yep. So I did all of that. So that was nice. I'm all caught up on everything. And it is such a nice feeling to be caught up on things. Am I right or am I right? So this right here, this special, very special package is from Gina at the Rebookery. I had asked my husband if I could order one of her gorgeous journals for my birthday. Now, my birthday is in December. This is the box. I just think it's so cute, that she stuffed it in a box. Well, stuffed is not the right word. I'm sure she placed it neatly into just a cereal box to send it, and slap the thingy on it and sent it on my way. And it's great. I am not going to be doing an unboxing, I'm sorry to say, because my husband, there was a condition with me ordering this. He said, yeah, sure, you can go ahead and order it, but you can't open it till your birthday. Isn't he mean? Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm hoping that if I pout long enough and I have left this on my kitchen table and it's just been sitting there, and he hates it when things just lay around. So I'm hoping that he feels really bad for me and just says, "Oh honey, go ahead and open it." When I do open it, I will be sure to let you see the beautiful journal, and I'm so excited to work in it. What I'm going to do with it is similar to Gina and what she does with hers. I have a lot of I have boxes of, like, what are they called? Doubles of 4x6 pictures back in the day when we used to order our pictures or take them to the pharmacy, and you take your film and all of that stuff. So I have a lot of those pictures, and I was just reminded of them when we were packing up important items for Hurricane Irma, and I ran across all these photos, and I thought, oh my goodness, I have to have one of Gina's books to put them in. So there's that. Sorry for the letdown and not being able to see it, but I will show you as soon as I'm able to open it. Again, a lot of pouting going on here. So now, then I started working on some of these cards, okay? And I'll bring you in. I know my drop paper is like so, whatever it's called, I don't know, crammed full of junk, but I'll bring you in a little bit closer, hopefully, if you can see those. I was watching Dingley Dellification Alley on YouTube the other night, and I will of course link her below. And she had mentioned a group, a fairly new group on Facebook, and it is called, let me think, Vintage Glue Book. Let me think. Vintage Glue Books and Pages. I will link the Facebook group below. Now, I need another project to do, like I need a hole in the head. But this really intrigued me because what they're doing on there is she gives you, the lady who runs it, I believe her name is Marguerite. I hope I got that right. She gives you prompts, right? And it's almost like if you're in the mixed media world, here on YouTube, it's almost like a pick a stick type of project, So she has a bunch of prompts that she picks randomly. She picks 5, and then she has a bonus one down here in case you don't have one of these up here to use. You can use this bonus one in place of it. And so this is called the Vintage Glue Book page, and this is number 4. I do believe she has prompts for 12 of them, and I think you're supposed to do them weekly, but in all honesty, I've been doing them daily. I only have 3 right now because I haven't done page 4 yet, but I might try to do it weekly because I do have, again, I have other projects that I want to work on, namely my travel journal, which I am continuously putting off. So this is like the first one that I did, and the group is really cool because it's, I do believe it's kind of like it's a collaging type group, collage and glue book group. And it's really for, it's like for beginners or people that struggle maybe. And so that's why she has these lovely prompts, because you just go through your stuff, you pick out your little, pieces that are on the prompt page, and then you create a page with them. The other, the other idea that I got from Allie as well as joining this group, because she'd mentioned it on her channel, is doing the collage pieces on these little cards. And these are 3x3 cards. I made them out of just lightweight craft cardstock that I had, actually a friend of mine had given a bunch of this to me. So I wanted to use it up, and it's a great substrate to just put all your stuff on. And so this was page number 1, and you had to put something round, a paint chip, a postage stamp, a piece of map, anything from the grocery store, and the bonus was a form or a part of a form. I'm guessing you can use all 6 items, or I believe she said on the Facebook group, the bonus one is just in case you don't have one of these, like some people might not have a paint chip So if you don't have a paint chip, you can just replace the bonus piece with what you don't have on the list, if that makes sense. Please go over to the Facebook group and check it out, because she has videos on there that explain the purpose of the group and what the group is about and all of that. And she explains it obviously a lot better than I could. So here, this is like my something round. Here's my postage stamp, a sweet little stamp that I had gotten from Australia from my sweet sister Karen. Here is something from a grocery store, which was like a little barcode thing. In the back is a piece of nautical map, and here's my paint chip. And a lot of times when I do collage, I always like to put a sentiment or, you know, words on it. So there's how the first one came out. This was page 1. This was page 2. It was a tea bag. We needed to use washi tape. Let's see. Well, let's just look on the back, shall we? I put these on the back just so that later on, if I want to redo this again or practice with the prompts again, I have them all right here on the back. Now, here's a little tip. What I should have done, because this book, see, I have holes. I have holes right here. When I'm done, okay, I'm going to put these together in a little booklet and put little rings here to hold it together. I'll also have a cover. Now, what I should have done and didn't think about until now is, like, I'm going to have a cover for this. So let's just pretend. Here's the cover. So when I open this up, I actually should have put the prompt on this side, so that the prompt would be right next to the card and I wouldn't have to, you know, flip it over. And I might try to peel these off, because I don't know, maybe I just stuck them on there with double-sided tape. I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll see. And try to do it over again. But that's what I should have done, right? See what I'm saying? Like, this will probably confuse me years down the line, because I'll have the page 1 here and then it won't match this. But I guess, I mean, hopefully I'll be able to read and figure it out. So anyhow, this was the second one. So it was a person, an image from a magazine, something that came in the mail, a piece of washi tape, and a tea bag cover. And so, oh, and an illustration. So here's my person, and it really is an illustration, so it's kind of both. This is something I got in the mail from my sweet friend Karen. Here's the washi tape. Here is the tea bag, and what else? An image from a magazine. This right here was actually 3 things in one. This was an illustration, a person, and something from a magazine. So you can interpret them the way that you want. So this has been super fun. This one I just did this morning, and I just love the way it came out. And interestingly enough, I mean, we were supposed to use like something from a foreign language, a barcode. Let me see. Let's just look. A barcode, a photo or portion of a photo, a thing, a clothing tag, and text in a different alphabet. So obviously here's the barcode, here's the different language, here is the clothing tag. These are like bits from the clothing tag that I glued on there as well. My thing was the doily. Here's my photo. So that's the way that this came out. And I love doing these. These are so much fun, and they're quick, they're easy. So yeah, go on over to Facebook and check out the link that I put below. It is just, for me, a really nice project to work on. And I'm doing it on 3x3 cards, so it's, much smaller version, and it doesn't take, that much time, and it's just fun to do. It's fun to look through the bits. Y'all know I have bits, okay? Like, here is one of my bit boxes. So these are just, here's the template I use to make sure I'm poking the holes correctly. And these are just little bits that'll fit onto a 3x3 card. So there's that. And I've had a lot of fun working on this, and I'm really looking forward to completing it. And also, again, like I said, later on, I might choose to work in one of my glue books and do this all over again using the same prompts, but just in a different book. So that's always fun too. So check that group out. Another thing, and I'll leave the link to Dingley Delification Allie's video where she showed us her little booklets. And what I've made here and what she did on her channel, super cute. She has these little books. These again are 3x3 cards. She has these little books with, I don't even know how many are in them. They're held by rings. That's why I have the holes here. And they are adorable. And they're just simple little collages. And they take no time to do. And of course, again, with your little bits, which everybody has little bits laying around. And so I use kind of the same, what's it called? Whoops, something stuck to me. Oh, I use kind of the same process as I do with my regular collage, only this is obviously on a much smaller scale. So this right here, my 4 things that I usually use on collage are a background. This isn't a very good example, but anyway, I usually use a background, I use a focal piece, and then I use words, and I might use an embellishment. So those are the 4 things that I use. But on here, it's just so simple to do. Like I have this paint card. This is what they look like, actually. I know this is going on forever, but this is what they look like. So how pretty are those paint chips, right? So I took part of a paint chip, and it had the focal point on it already. So I just simply looked through my box of words and glued on some words that I thought went with the picture. And then here's another one, super simple. I picked out a background. This is all wrinkled, but a magazine, picture. And then these are just little bits that I had in my box. So put them all together and voila, you have a nice little collage card. I'm calling them Allie's cards. And then this one here, just using up bits, your little bits. And I love them. I love them so much. And then hopefully this was just like a single painting, and I loved it. And then this one here, bright idea with a little lantern there, some background, different patterns and textures and colors. I'm loving these things. Find your place. This is a vase. This is just a flower that I found. This is actually like an advertisement for wood decking. And then this one here, just add water. I thought that was cute with the little tea kettle is being used as a vase to hold flowers. So that's another project I've been working on. And these are super simple to make and super fun. And, once I get like a bazillion under my belt and have cute little books, I could even send these out in Happy Mail. I don't know if anybody would want them, but they're so cute and they're so simple to make, and they're just fun and they're relaxing, and you can use up your bits. So I have been working on that. I do need to get to the store and find some rings. I've lost my rings. So let's see what else. The last thing that I wanted to mention is one of my last videos I showed how to do the zine holder, or did I? I talked about the zine holder. Yes, it was a video response to Crafty Irina. Now I remember. Okay, it's coming back to me. So I had done that. And then some people have requested, as well as back in the summer when I first was doing this, requested a flip through of the zines that I had received. And yes, I will do that. And I was planning on doing that before. I just felt it necessary to get permission from the actual people that sent me the zines, so that I wasn't just showing, publicly their artwork. But I do have a list of people that have given me permission, so I will go ahead and film that as soon as I can so that you can get some ideas if you're working on the zine project. And I'll link that down below. It's Crafty Irina's zine challenge and giveaway, and I'll link that below as well. So I've been yammering for almost 20 minutes now, and I think that's long enough for you guys to endure. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. That really is a mouthful. I need to come up with like a much shorter ending thing. Just have a wonderful day. Yeah. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Or I'll talk at you next time. You know what I mean. Bye.